So since the World Championships has been over for about 2 days now, I've been getting sleep because that's something I did not have the entire time during that past week. So that's why I haven't really done a wrap-up of the World Championships, but that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to start off with the men's free skate and the ladies free skate, and then I'm not sure whether I'll do a separate video for this or just combine it all into one. I'll see how my time is, because if it's too long, the video, then I get cut off on YouTube, and I'm like, oh! So I don't want that to happen again. Okay, so some surprises, not that many surprises. A lot of men rose to the occasion, and a lot of them did not. And that goes for the ladies too. So I'll just give you a quick breakdown of what everyone I thought. So, for most of you should know by now, the winner was Patrick Chan. No surprise there. He had the technical advantage. He had 3 quads over 2 programs, while, let's say, his closest competitor would be Daisuke Takahashi in Japan. Only had 2 over 2 programs. And I'm not even sure if they were clean. In the short program, Daisuke fell after his triple toe, which he added onto his quad toe, which is probably, and then he just kind of like plopped. So that killed his scores. But he did skate a brilliant free skate, so he was only 7 points behind Patrick Chan, which I say only 7 points because he's like, I don't want to say pwned, but he's really beat Takahashi in the sense that's like a good 10 to 15 points over the rest of the group, which this is why everyone says he's overscored, because they're all whiny about how he's overscored and like how he's not deserving the marks. He's always making errors because he's really inconsistent. He still is consistent now, because even in Patrick's free skate, the quads were beautiful. The triple axel was beautiful. Most of the triples were beautiful. The only thing is that he kind of fell out of his. It was a triple Lutz half loop triple Salchow sequence, but he did the triple Lutz. He was going to do the half loop. But then, after he did the half loop, he kind of over-rotated, so he was kind of like, ugh. And then he only did double Salchow, and that kind of killed his marks, but he didn't need it. And then the other mistake he made was he did a waxel instead of a double axel. And I say waxel, I mean like when you're, because for those of you who know skating, an axel is the jump that takes off from the forward edge. And if you don't have that edge to take you up in the air, you can basically fall onto your face. And just because of the way, the action that you're moving towards. So if you watch it online, you see him just kind of like do this like onto the ground. So that kind of killed his marks too. And then he had a time violation because he didn't stop moving when the music stopped moving. So, but he still won out the title because he had a lead from the short program and he had the technical advantage. He didn't even need the double axel to win. So, yeah. Daisuke, he skated a brilliant free skate too, but he was, I think it was 3rd after the short program. So, and he was 3rd in the free skate. Wait, maybe. Anyways, but he still came 2nd overall. So I say kudos to him anyways. Yes, 3rd after the short program and 3rd in the free skate, but 2nd overall. And then 3rd place was Yuzuru Hanyu from Japan, which is kind of a surprise because he had not the best short program, and he was 7th after the short, but had a really, I love his free skate. Like, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I've watched his free skate tons of times. I really hope he doesn't change it next year because I want to see it again. It's so beautiful. So he skated a brilliant free skate, putting him 2nd in the free skate, but pulling up to 3rd overall. It wasn't enough to beat Daisuke because he didn't have enough points past the short program. But their free skates are almost virtually tied. They both, Daisuke had 173.94, Yuzuru had 173.99. Yeah. So, moving on. Brian Joubert, 4th place from France, the ex-world champion. He had the home ice advantage, I would say, and he was 4th after the short, which I thought he was a little underscored on that point. And the free skate, it wasn't his best. He made some mistakes, and he was 5th in the free skate, but was 4th overall in the end. Yeah, and then 5th place was Florent Amodio from France, who didn't skate his best, but if I remember correctly, he used lyrics in his music again, and that's my Skype going nuts, I'm sorry. My friends are like, Yeah. And then some surprises. 6th place was Mikhail Brezina from the Czech. He skated an awesome short program, but his free skate was which only left him in 6th overall. And yeah. And on the bonus section, Kevin Reynolds from Canada got 12th. Oh my god. Okay. There. Okay. Kevin Reynolds was 12th overall, and Patrick was 1st, which means their combined scores makes it 13, or combined placements make it 13, and 13 means that they can send 3 men to the World Championships next year from Canada, because it's, depending on your rankings, next year you get, like, that's how people have more than one entry, because every country has 1 entry to the World Championships, and if the year before your skaters from that country did well, then you can get 2 entries, or 3, so you get 3 entries, so yay. And for the United States, unfortunately, Jeremy Abbott and Adam Rapon totaled to be 21, so they didn't make the cut to have 3 spots next year, though Yuzuru and the Japan has 3 spots too. And yes, and then disappointing for the Russians because they were 17th and 18th after the short program. 18th was Artur Gaginski, which he was the bronze medalist last year, and he did not do well at all. And Kevin van der Baren skated the free skate of his life, and now he's going to retire after having a wonderful career, and he placed 15th overall, so yay. And yes, so that was the free skate for everybody. But yeah, okay, moving on to the ladies short program. No, the ladies long program. I actually didn't get to see this one live. I didn't get to see the men's one live either, but I just like watched all the programs, and I didn't look at any newsletters, I didn't look at anything. I just went on YouTube and I found the links and I watched it first. And yeah. Okay, so the ladies. We talked about having some surprise short program where Alena Leonova from Russia was first after the short program, and only came 4th overall on the free skate, but that wasn't. But her short program score was good enough to leave her in 2nd overall to take the silver medal. 3rd place was Akiko Suzuki, who was 5th after the short and did a brilliant enough free skate to get 2nd on the free to be 3rd overall. Ashley Wagner, who was 8th after the short after not being able to land a triple-triple. She was 8th after the short, but her Black Swan was almost perfect for her free skate and had 120 points in the free skate to pull her up to 4th, which is the highest placement that any American female skater has made since Kimi Meisner, which is like before the Asian skaters kind of like took the scene. Unfortunately, 6th place was Mawasada from Japan. She fell on an under-rotate triple axel and did not have a good free skate, and that really killed her points because she did not have triple-triple to back up failing the triple axel. So she really needs to just work on getting some muscle back. She looks a little bit underweight, I think. And I mean, this season and last season have been hard for her, so I don't want her to give up. Like, I say just keep pushing, and yeah. And that being said, on Asian skaters, Kanako Murakami actually placed higher than Mawasada, which is surprising because usually before one point Mawasada dominated her and Yuna Kim dominated the competitions. So Kanako Murakami, she was 5th after the free, but 2nd after the short, was after 5th overall. And a surprise was 7th place finisher Kenik Zhang from China, who does have triple-triple, but I never really consider her to be a top 10 finisher. So I'm happy for her. And finally, Carolina Kostner from Italy took the title. Despite being 3rd after the short, won the free skate and won the title. I honestly didn't think she would win the title because the thing is she doesn't have a triple Lutz. And it's like, dude, you need a triple. It's like in the men's program where you don't have a quad and you win. Brian Joubert and like Plashenko's gonna go ape shit on you because they're gonna be like, you don't have a quad, how could you win this? But she did all of her triples perfectly. She had high program component scores and she won the free skate with that. So she took the title, and this is her first world champion from Italy, and the first European lady since Irina Sletskaya to win the title. So there was like that period of like Asian skaters, and then now the period. And before there was American, like Michelle Kwan, Sachiko Han, Kimi Masa kind of area, and then there was like the Asian skaters, and then now we'll see what happens. And that is my final take. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, one more thing. I was really disappointed in the end because I watched Alyssa Cisney's performance, and she really needs to get her confidence up or something, because we know she's a beautiful skater. We know she's capable. But being 16th after the short program and falling 5 times in her free, she landed 22nd overall. This is the two-time U.S. champion here. And she won the Grand Prix final, too. Like, she needs just... Like, last year was a beautiful season for her. She has to just channel back what she had last year, because... I mean, during the short program, Ashley was 8th and she was 16th, which made her 24. So that wouldn't be good enough for them to make the 3 spots for the U.S. ladies. Ashley was in the 4th now, which means that if she was 9th, they could have made it. But no, she kind of went more, which now leads them to a total of 26. So if she actually placed any lower, they would have actually lost the 2 spots, and they would have only had 1 spot. So disappointed, but I just think she just needs the season to just recuperate from that bad performance, and yeah. And I talked way too long, so I'm going to do a thoughts video afterwards, so stay tuned.